Blue Dolphin here, and we're going to be getting into task 6, searching for files. Let's get into it. Jumping right into things here, the description reads, although it doesn't seem like it so far, one of the redeeming features of Linux is truly how efficient you can be with it. With that said, you can only be as efficient as you are familiar with it, of course. As you interact with OSs such as Ubuntu over time, essential commands like those we've already covered will start to become muscle memory. I can tell you that is definitely true. One fantastic way to show just how efficient you can be with systems like this is using a set of commands to quickly search for files across the entire system that our user has access to. No need to consistently use cd and ls to find out what is where. Instead, we can use commands such as find to automate things like this for us. This is where Linux starts to become a bit more intimidating to approach. But don't worry, we'll break this down and ease you into it. Using the find command. The find command is fantastic in the sense that it can be used both very simply or rather complex, depending upon what it is you want to do exactly. In fact, so much so we have an entire room dedicated to using and practicing the find command. However, let's stick to the fundamentals first. Take the snippet below. We can see a list of directories available to us. Hey, great, we have 4 directories. Now, of course, directories can contain even more directories within themselves. It becomes a headache when we're having to look through every single one just to try and look for specific files. We can use find to do just this for us. Let's start simple and assume that we already know the name of the file we're looking for, but can't remember where it is exactly. In this case, we're looking for passwords.txt. If we remember the file name, we can simply use find-name passwords.txt. For the command, we'll look through every folder in our current directory for that specific file, like so. Now, I don't think we actually have passwords.txt here. Let's just check so we can follow along if we do. Nope. Well, let's just try running the command anyways. Find-name passwords.txt. So found nothing. What if we do verbose? Well, let's say, hey, I found nothing. No, doesn't even know what that means. Okay. So back to the description, find command has managed to find the file. It turns out it is located in folder 1 passwords.txt. Sweet, but let's say that we don't know the name of the file or want to search for every file that has an extension, such as .txt. Find lets us do that too. We can simply use what's known as a wildcard to search for anything that has .txt at the end. In our case, we want to find every .txt file that's in our current directory. We'll construct commands such as find and the argument -name, wildcard.txt, where find has been able to find every .txt file and has then given us the location of each one. Find has managed to find passwords.txt located within folder 1, to-do.txt located within documents. You can see here they have an example. Now we're going to learn about the grep command. Another great utility that is a great one to learn about is the use of grep. The grep command allows us to search the contents of files for specific values that we're looking for. Take, for example, the access log of a web server. In this case, the access log of a web server has 244 entries. Wow, that's a lot. Using a command like cat isn't going to cut it too well here. Let's say, for example, if we wanted to search this log file to see the things that a certain user/IP address visited, looking through 244 entries isn't all that efficient, considering we want to find a specific value. We can use grep to search the entire contents of this file for any entries of the value that we are searching for. Going with the example of a web server's access log, we want to see everything that the IP address has visited. And it says, no, this is fictional. Grep has searched through this file and is showing us any entries of what we've provided and that is contained within this log file for the IP. So in this case, the IP address. So we can actually try that. Let's jump over to the access log, which is in our directory here. And we can use, again, print working directory to see the directory we're in. And we are at a home, try hack me. And we can use find. Oh, sorry, no, let's go grep. And then our IP address. I don't think we have to use commas. Maybe we do. And I'll put in the IP address, which will be as listed here, and access.log. That didn't work, so maybe we do need the commas. Just because it's the dots maybe are throwing it off. Well, apparently that didn't work, so that's interesting. But I'm just curious, what if we cat it and then pipe it into grep and say show me 8.1.143, nothing. All right. Well, let's go ahead and answer the questions below. Use grep on access log. Find the flag that is the prefix of thm. What's the flag? Would love to. So we can go grep, access log, thm. Oh, whoops, nope, we want to go grep. Sorry, I got the command wrong. We go grep, what we're looking for, the pattern, thm, and then the file to look through, which is access.log. And you can see the flag is listed here. thm access. So let's go ahead and input that here and go thm, parentheses, access. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. No answer needed. Okay, well, that's a wrap for task 6. See everyone in task 7, which is an introduction to shell operators.